Hey guys, Zach here. People have been asking me to show them how to make a track and make the banking into a turn, so I'll just show you that right now. You see, we get this like the backstretch piece of a track and turning into turn 3. I'll show you how to make this start. So first what you want to do is you get a wedge from the part areas up here. Make sure the slope part is facing the track that you want it to go at. So then what you do with that is put this like against the track for now. I apologize if I take somewhat slow when it comes to making tracks. So put it like that, then what you want to do is scale it across. Like that. This is just how I do it. You can do it different ways. There's many different ways to do this. I'm just gonna keep that like there, and I know that's not what it's gonna be like after you put in the first piece of baking. So what I'm gonna do is get a piece of baking. Make sure these parts are anchored too. I forget that a lot. It's anchored. Click on anchored. So it's turn 3. You're gonna have the banking face it like this. When you do it, make sure this box of rotate that's checked off. So you're free to rotate just like that without it doing that. So just gonna scale this a little bit bigger so it's easier to rotate. So that's the first piece of the turn. You can move it. Should rotate a little bit more that way. Alright. Actually, your first piece should be pretty much centered to this part, so we're gonna undo all this because that's the first piece. You want that to be centered with your piece of the track. There we go. Now I'm gonna scale this, make sure it's aligned with the track. We're gonna take this part out for now, like that. Now make sure that's lined up as close as you can. It doesn't always have to be exact depending on what you're making and how you're making it, because you can be a little bit off, and like depending on maybe where you put the walls, catch fence will just cover it up. That's close enough. Make sure that's close as you can to the edge. Then you scale it up or down, scale it to what big you want the baking. I'm just demonstrating it, so I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna move that back. Now with this piece, this is where you make sure your rotating thing is turned off so you can rotate it freely. I'm gonna put it against that, like that. Then you're gonna rotate it to line up with this piece of baking. Try to get as close as you can and keep moving it in place and such. The bottom ain't smooth, that doesn't matter, the bottom's not showing. Rotate it maybe a little bit more. I think that's good. Then again, you want to line it up just correctly. There we go. Then keep rotating it to make sure it's lined up, because I need to rotate a little bit more right there. One thing I struggle with when it comes to making tracks is making sure it's even. Keep trying. There we go. Now you're gonna scale this to the top. It doesn't matter that that part's hanging off. You see now, it's still not lined up. So it's okay to be a tiny bit off. Like, sometimes I would just ignore the head stick of that, but in this case, I want it even. We're gonna move that up a tiny bit more. There we go. So now you're gonna scale it down to the other side. I'll just put that down. Then you're gonna scale it across like this. Oops. I don't know what I was doing there. And you want to make sure it's lined up like that. Scale it. Now what you want to do is rotate it, or I mean scale it down like that. And keep scaling it down till it lines up like that. Then you move this up like that. Usually what I do right there is I put linings right there to help that. So anyways, you scale it right there and get this piece back. So this is the entrance to the baking. This is the hardest part. You can have this sticking out because you're gonna put walls right there anyway. So you got this now because you see my mouse click car, you can enter onto the baking. So now you take this and you can just duplicate it. Move it right here, then you rotate it slightly. First you want to try to line it up. Like that. Then move it just slightly, then you use your move to line it up again. Then scale this part like that. And you keep doing that throughout the turn until you finish the turn. So anyways, that's how you make banking. For all you that ask. Thanks for watching and blah blah blah. I was YouTube Epic. Don't forget to subscribe. Join Rux if you haven't. It's the best racing series ever. And see ya.